the companies today are making losses. So there you have to understand two things. There are the two things. One thing that companies are actually making losses, and another thing the companies are making losses, but then they are also betting on the valuations part of it. So it's a two different game. You as a medium size or a small time SME, MSME or a budding startup should not just see, okay, I have to compete like this or I have to grow like this. So that is not the game. Yes, Ask Me Bazaar is an example which burned the cash and otherwise, but I think this is the final question we'll be taking up, and Mohit can take a call on that. So about like startups are in a loss and how they go about it and what's the end thing, and still
No,
they
so
are profitable. Yeah, matlab, valuations are high, so on and so forth.
no, so again, right, you're not looking at it with the right lens then, right? You are basically what we are doing over the last 10 years is basically spent a lot of money in habit formation and change in the way people consume. Just to put things into perspective, Amazon was loss making for 36 quarters at a stretch before it started making profit. And look at where Amazon is today. Um, just their AWS business alone is like 45-50 billion dollars in revenue, or probably more. So what you're looking at, and people think that it's sort of unreasonable for investors to burn money, but the whole holistic call that we take is, if I'm burning money today to build the network to change the consumption pattern, there is a lot of future cash flow to be made. Look at the case of Big Basket, right? Big Basket in its earlier year, when even we were at local Banya, our CACs were as high as 2,500 rupees per customer. So basically, we are paying a customer money to buy groceries from us. But today, Big Basket is de facto for e-grocery. Flipkart and Amazon are de facto for e-commerce because they spent the money, they got the customer, they acquired the customer, and they promised the customer that you are in a safe place. If you want anything from A to Z, we are there for you. A lot of fintech players are doing the same. I think across all segments, you are seeing a lot of maturity that's coming in. There are some segments which are still sort of burning cash and will find maturity in a few years. Everyone popularly likes to, look at Cred as an example, right? Where the revenues are sub 25, 30 crores and the valuations are at 2 billion or whatever it is. The data of India's creme de la creme, 1.5% of India, with the credit cards that they have, is invaluable. It's intangible. So tomorrow, based on my credit history on Cred, I can avail a home loan at the click of a button because I have all my financial data there. If I want to buy a car, I can buy via that platform. So he can do so much with me and my data in the times ahead. So I think the way to look at it is, at least from investors' perspective, is we are betting on businesses which are going to have a great path in the future, and we are willing to spend a little bit of capital today to set the foundation blocks. Reliance did it with Jio. They set up the entire network of Jio, gave you the service for free. Today, everyone says that data is a drug, but he was the first drug peddler who gave it to you for free for 6 months. And once you used Jio for 6 months, you never could go back. Today, all of us consume 25-30 GB of data a month on our phones. There was a time Vodafone used to charge us 250 rupees for 1 GB data.
True. So here, to sum up this logic, I would like to say, like what Mohit said, they have come through those life cycle and they have got their push and strengthen. It could be duopoly, oligopoly, or a monopoly sort of thing. But for a new companies, like in Pankaj Mehra has asked about the edutech, why it is not the flavor. You can work in edutech as an instructor or as a provider of information, as a partner on their platform. But the thing that Mohit said, you can't be the new Make My Trip. You can't be the new, you can say Zerodha, or you can, because the curve, the costing, the cost of customer acquisition, marketing, and competition is so intense that you can't be a new edutech player. You can't be a new startup. You have to have an unconventional or a new idea altogether for that.